It's Halloween season. Thought I'd do a couple horror movie reviews here. The first one is Dracula, Prince of Darkness right here. I'm a huge fan of the Hammer horror series. I've seen most of the Frankensteins except for like 2. I've seen most of the Draculas, I think, except for 2. I haven't watched The Legend of the Seven Golden Vampires. And I've seen like The Mummy, and I think that's it. I haven't watched any of the other horror films that they did that wasn't concerning either Dracula or Frankenstein, but they're good. Dracula, Prince of Darkness is the second Dracula movie that features Christopher Lee. And it's supposed to be a direct sequel to Horror of Dracula. There was a movie in between these two. It was Brides of Dracula, which didn't have anything to do with, I guess, Horror of Dracula. But this movie, it's about these travelers that are traveling in the countryside, and they are warned that this castle, Dracula's castle, is evil and they shouldn't go there. But they end up doing it anyway because they're idiots, and we find out that there's this guy at the castle named Clove who is carrying on his master's wishes by keeping the castle prepared for guests. And he ends up killing one of the guys to resurrect Dracula, and Dracula's back. And it's pretty much the same kind of thing. Dracula wants this girl, people stop him, and he ends up dying at the end. This is a really weird Dracula movie. Christopher Lee has no lines in this movie, and it was said that it was because he found the dialogue so stupid that he just didn't say anything, but a lot of people are saying that it was because Hammer didn't want to spend a lot of money with him coming back, so they just didn't give him any lines. I don't know, but it's really weird when all he does is like groans and grunts when he gets hurt, or makes these like snarling sounds when he's, showing his teeth. Gore-wise, definitely not the goriest one. Probably the only gory scene is when Clove uses the guy to resurrect Dracula. He hangs the guy above Dracula's casket, and he slits his throat and blood pours out, and that's how Dracula gets resurrected in this movie. It's kind of boring too, because you don't see Dracula for I think it's 42, 43 minutes in, and it's an hour and a half long movie. And it's pretty normal for Christopher Lee to not get a huge amount of screen time. In some of the later ones he did, but this is a particular one where he does not get a lot of screen time. It was still pretty good. Once Dracula came and the story kind of progressed, it was pretty good. Not my favorite one. My favorite one is probably either the first one or Taste the Blood of Dracula. That one was pretty good. But Prince of Darkness, check it out if you're a fan of the series. This set actually came out a couple months ago, and Prince of Darkness actually was in an out-of-print DVD. I think all of these were in out-of-print DVDs, so they were kind of expensive, but I think this whole set was only $10, so it's pretty affordable. I just wish that they would re-release some of the other ones that are hard to find. I'm pretty sure Horror of Frankenstein has never been released on DVD, so I've never seen that one. And there's some of them where the only way you can buy them is in the Hammer collection sets. Like, I know Brides of Dracula, you have to buy it in a collection set, and Evil of Frankenstein, you have to buy it in a collection set. So Hammer is a pretty hard series to collect, because probably I'm going to end up spending $30-35 on an out-of-print DVD, and then they'll re-release it for like $10, So I'm glad I waited until this came out to finally buy these movies. But check them out, they're really good, and that's my review for Dracula, Prince of Darkness, and thanks for watching.